$18,500. That is how much interest you pay to own an $11,400 credit card balance if you only ever make the minimum payment. 22 years. That is how long the minimum keeps you trapped. Most people who carry a balance have no idea that is the deal they signed. I ran the math on how the minimum payment actually works, and it is built so the balance barely moves. Here is the trap, and here is the way out. The minimum payment looks like a courtesy. It is a formula. Most cards charge you 1% of the balance, plus that month's interest, or a flat $35, whichever is higher. On an $11,400 balance at 23%, the first month of interest is $218.50. 1% of the balance is $114. Add them together, and your first minimum payment is $332.50. Here is what that payment actually does. $218.50 goes straight to interest. $114 touches the debt. That is 66% of your payment going to the bank and 34% going to you. The interest gets recalculated every month on whatever is left. The balance barely drops, so the interest barely drops, and the minimum barely drops. It is not a payment plan. It is a rent payment on money you already spent. Now let me scale it up, because this is not a niche problem. The average household that carries a balance owes about $10,895. Across the country, total credit card debt just passed $1.25 trillion. That is the Federal Reserve's number, not a credit card company's. And here is the part that should bother you. 26% of cardholders only ever make the minimum payment. 1 in 4 people are running the 22-year plan, and they do not know it. 49% of Americans say carrying credit card debt is normal. Normal. Not stressful. Normal. When almost half the country thinks revolving debt is just how money works, the trap does not need to be a secret. It just needs to feel comfortable. That comfort is the product. The industry spent decades normalizing the monthly fee you pay just to stay in debt, until paying it stopped feeling like a cost and started feeling like a bill you were supposed to have. It is not who you think. Generation X carries the heaviest average card balance in America, about $9,600. They are in their 40s and 50s, peak earning years, and they are the most loaded. Gen Z is catching up the fastest, with balances growing 2.52% in a year. And here is the uncomfortable twist. The generation everyone lectures about discipline is building the healthiest habits, while the generation that normalized the card is still paying for it. Debt does not care about your age. It cares about your interest rate. And right now the average rate is 23%, which is more than 3 times a typical mortgage and about 6 times what a high-yield savings account pays you. The people carrying the most are the ones paying the highest penalty for it. The minimum payment is how that penalty becomes invisible. You do not see the rate. You just see the small number on the bill. The stress is already visible in the data. 34% of Americans now describe their finances as struggling or in crisis. That is up from 22% just 5 years ago. 48% say they struggle to pay their monthly bills. And the credit cards are starting to break. The Federal Reserve tracks how many accounts fall behind. And right now, 8.6% of card accounts roll into early delinquency every year. 7.1% are already seriously delinquent, 90 days or more past due. That means 1 in 14 cardholders is already in the danger zone. The minimum payment is sold as the way to stay out of trouble. It actually keeps you in debt long enough for trouble to find you. The formula does not fail. It works exactly as designed. Here is the part the banks do not want you to see. Same $11,400 balance. Same 23% rate. Same card. 2 different payments. Pay the minimum, and you will spend 22 years paying it off, and you will hand over $18,500 in interest along the way. Instead, pay a flat $350 every single month, no matter what. Same balance. Same rate. You are done in 4.3 years. And the total interest drops to about $6,647. $18,500 versus $6,647. That is a difference of $11,853 for doing nothing except refusing to pay the minimum. The minimum is the payment the bank designed for you. The fixed number is the payment you designed for yourself. That choice is worth $11,853. Every month you stay on the minimum, you are paying the bank to keep choosing for you. This is what $350 a month does to the balance over time. Month 0, you owe $11,400. Month 12, about $9,645. Month 24, $7,440. Month 36, $4,671. Month 48, you are down to about $1,194. And month 52, it is 0. Paid off. 52 months. For 0.3 years. No trick, no windfall. Just a fixed payment that never shrinks, so the balance never has time to regrow. And the interest you keep is $11,853. That is the entire difference between 22 years and 4.3. Same card, same rate, same person. The only variable is refusing to let the bank set your timeline. Now the number that actually matters. The $18,500 you do not pay in interest is not just a loss you avoided. It is money you get to keep. Put it in a boring index fund that returns 10% a year and watch what happens. After 10 years, that $18,500 becomes about $47,984. After 20 years, about $124,459. And after 30 years, it is worth $322,814. $322,000 from the interest you refuse to pay a bank. Let me be clear about what that means. The average person who pays minimums is not giving up $18,500. They are giving up $322,000 because the money that would have grown is the money the bank takes first. The minimum payment does not just cost you money. It costs you the compounding that money would have earned. That is the real price of the trap, and it is not $18,500. It is $322,000. So here's the bottom line. The minimum payment is the most expensive payment that exists. It is designed to keep the balance alive, not to pay it off. The fix is boring. Pay a fixed amount every month. Even $100 above the minimum changes everything. On the average balance, $350 a month kills the debt in 52 months and saves you $11,853 in interest. And once it is gone, keep the habit. Put that same $350 a month into an index fund instead of a minimum payment, and you are building the future the bank was planning to take. The bank charges 23% because the math is on their side. The whole business model depends on you paying the minimum forever. Do not pay them to stay in debt. Check your statement tonight. Find the interest rate, find the balance, and run the number for yourself. Make the payment fixed, and never let the minimum decide your timeline again. Charts and timestamps for every data point in this video are in the description. If this changed how you see your credit card statement, subscribe for daily personal finance analysis that uses real numbers. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not financial advice. Past performance does not guarantee future results. Always do your own research before making financial decisions.